Hello everyone, this is Dr. Mohammad Saim Khan and we are in week 5 of this business tourism course and we'll be going through an event management case study, achieving success through strategic planning and execution. These will be the contents. So we'll start with the introduction, the case background, the strategic planning, how the objectives were defined, then budget allocation, collaborative partnerships, innovative solutions, flawless execution, overall impacts and results, sustainable practices, post event feedback and evaluation, and lastly, we'll conclude. So, in the dynamic world of event management, success hinges on effective strategic planning and flawless execution. This case study delves into a remarkable event that exemplifies how meticulous planning, innovative solutions, and seamless execution can lead to a resounding triumph. By analyzing the key challenges faced, the strategic approaches taken, and the overall impact achieved, this case study aims to provide valuable insights and inspiration for event management professionals. Go through the background. This particular case revolves around a high profile corporate conference held in the bustling cities of Delhi, Noida, and Gurgaon. The event aimed to bring together industry leaders, experts, and decision makers to discuss emerging trends and exchange valuable insights. The organizing teams faced several challenges, including tight timelines, diverse attendee requirements, and the need to create a memorable experience that aligned with the conference theme. So this is kind of the background for this particular case. Next, we'll move towards the strategic planning. So to overcome the challenges at hand, the event management team adopted a strategic planning approach. They began by conducting extensive research to understand the target audience, their preferences, and the industry landscape. Uh, this enabled them to design a comprehensive event strategy that would resonate with the attendees and fulfill their expectations. So, this planning, as we are discussing in earlier videos, also is very important. You need to understand the target audience, what we had discussed till now in the name of audience research. So you are supposed to research your audience, what kind of people will be there in the conference, okay, what is the landscape of this particular industry, what type of preferences those people will be having, okay, are they from the academic backgrounds, is there a mixed bag, so will we be having more of a younger population, or are they more of older population, and or it's a 50-50 mixed bag of both type of people. So among the audience, what the attendees, what will be their educational qualifications, what kind of intellectual minds we'll be having at the particular conference, and people like from, if it's being held in India, so people from what part of India will be there, like are the attendees more from the northern part of India or the southern part of India or the eastern part of India, what are the food requirements, okay, what are the likings of the people, because we have to make it a memorable experience, and in order to make it a memorable experience, it is very important to understand even the liking of the people. If the majority comes from a particular background, then it becomes easier to cater to their needs, and if it's a completely mixed bag, okay, so you have to design a very comprehensive event strategy, because you are supposed to resonate with the attendees and whatever they are expecting out of that particular event. So strategic planning goes this way. Then Objectives were defined. So the team identified the key objectives of the conference, such as fostering networking opportunities, delivering valuable content, and creating a lasting impact on the participants. So these objectives guided every decision made throughout the planning process. People were looking to foster network opportunities, and that is one of the key reasons why anyone attends conference. People from your industry, people from if you are from academics, so from the background of academics, they are coming together and they are trying to have some build some relationships, enter into some valuable networks. Okay, this is what they are trying to do. Okay, and all these things, it all happens majorly on during food and during breakfast, when people are not delivering or listening to the content, rather they are enjoying the food, the meals. So it is the time. Okay, so this is one of the key objectives. So whatever kind of arrangements we are going to make for the food, for the seating and all, it has to be this way that they can make they can have some great networking opportunities. And the second one is delivering valuable content. So again, it is an important conference. So to have all the mics and speakers and all the technological equipment in the right place, and you know so that content can be delivered to the desired audience correctly, in the right form, at the right time. And of course, you have to create a lasting impact on the participants, as we just discussed in the previous slide. Because as an event management company, what I want to make clients, right, from the attendees. There may be people, there may be organizations who are planning to have another conference in coming months or year. So why not us? Why not me? They should hire me. Okay, I have to create a lasting impact on the participants and the organizers and all. So these objectives, they guided every decision made throughout this planning process. Next was about budget allocation. So for that, a detailed budget was prepared, allocating resources to various aspects of the event, including venue selection, technology infrastructure, marketing, logistics, and participant engagement. So by carefully managing the budget, the team ensured cost effectiveness without compromising on quality. We kind of have discussed it previously also, that the event management company, since they are in contact with all kind of suppliers, vendors, and providers, so it's easier for them to have a better deal than the individuals. They are in the market, they are working with the people. So cracking a good deal is easier for them. So for that, a proper allocation of budget is very much required, that how much budget will be going into what kind of activities. Right, venue selection is very, very important. So what kind of conference you have? Okay, how many people will be there? If it's a conference hall, will it be able to accommodate, like say, there will be 1,000 people in the conference? Will it be able to accommodate? And wherever you are serving the food, there will be 1,000 people eating it. Will it be adequate and sufficient that 1,000 people can eat in this particular area? Okay, and what budget you are allocating to marketing? Okay, how much marketing you are doing for this particular event? And logistics, right, again, it's very important. Like technological infrastructure, we had just talked in previous slides also. So what amount of what type of technology you want, how much, depends on how much value you want to deliver. Like if it's people, it's a conference, big conference, convention center filled with 1,000 people, every corner of that convention center should be audible. The whatever content is being delivered, that should be audible at every corner of that particular convention center. So that is how you have to allocate your budget, and that is how, in this case study, these people have allocated their budget depending on the priorities they have made. Next, collaborative partnership. So, strategic partnerships were formed with vendors, suppliers, and service providers who shared the vision of delivering excellence, because it's not just about the event management company, even the vendors, the suppliers, and whosoever is providing service, even their name is at the stake. So partnerships and collaborating with these people and making them understand the severity or the complexity of the uh, upcoming event. They are supposed to share your vision, because you have to make them understand that even your name is at stake. Okay, so this enabled the team to access specialized expertise and resources while ensuring smooth coordination and seamless execution. Next, innovative solutions. The event management team recognized the need for innovative solutions to differentiate the conference and create a unique experience for attendees. What they do? Well, they implemented the following strategies to achieve this. Interactive technology. So, leveraging cutting edge technology, the team incorporated interactive elements such as augmented reality and virtual reality experiences, live polling, and real-time Q&A session. I have already discussed in some of my previous videos about addition of augmented and virtual reality into the events, and so this is what they have done. Then also there were live polling and some real-time Q&A sessions that you were getting polling on your phone, sitting there. You can just poll while the session is going on. So these initiatives enhanced participant engagement, fostered interactivity, and made the event more memorable. Next, they implemented personalization. So, recognizing the diverse needs of the attendees, the team employed personalized communication and registration processes. Attendees were given the flexibility to select sessions based on their interests, and tailored recommendations were provided to enhance their experience. And what they implemented, the third thing is sustainability initiatives. In line with the growing focus on sustainability, the event management team integrated eco-friendly practices. They minimized paper usage by implementing digital alternatives, facilitated recycling, and ensured efficient waste management throughout the entire conference. So these were the innovative solution the event management team came up with. They implemented interactive technology, personalization, sustainability initiatives. So there were, kind of rooms and where different sessions were going on, different rooms and different arenas where you can go according to your need, whatever you want to listen. Because whenever a conference is being held, it is held on multiple sub themes. Yeah, there's one particular, like they're talking about event management, or they're talking about XYZ anything. There can be multiple sub themes. And I, for instance, is interested in one of the sub themes. So there are areas defined where discussions and paper reading are happening on different subgenres. Flawless execution. So the success of the event hinged on the flawless execution of the meticulously planned strategies. The event management team executed the following key activities. Number one, uh, efficient logistics. So, timely transportation, accommodation, and on site logistics were seamlessly managed, ensuring smooth participants' arrival and departures. The team meticulously coordinated with various stakeholders to handle the complex logistics involved. So efficient logistics, if they are there, people are reaching on site and people are, leaving. The departures are done on time. So this smoothness in the logistics, the transportation, and the accommodation also, it make your attendees very happy. Okay, they will be like, this particular company, they have done a wonderful job. They didn't have to wait even for like anything. Everything from start to finish, this company has provided us. And next was about engaging content. As we had just told you, the team curated a diverse range of high quality content, including keynote speeches, panel discussions, and workshops featuring renowned industry experts. Careful attention was given to ensure the relevance, interactivity, and value of each session. Okay, so content, if it's not engaging enough, then again, your event, such type of event, will not be successful. Who's giving the keynote speech, and who is like the guest of honor, and who will be what kind of panel discussions will be done, who will be the industry experts and all. So if you are able to create an engaging content, then obviously it is as important as good food, right? So just like good food, good content should be there, and this is what in this particular case study, they were able to have some really engaging content. And lastly, what they did, there was exceptional event experience. So from the moment attendees stepped into the conference venue, they were greeted with an immersive and captivating atmosphere. The event management team paid meticulous attention to details such as stage design, lighting, audiovisual elements, and networking spaces, creating a memorable experience. So this is, we had like discussed in multiple videos. Okay, like things like event design, in which we include stage design, lighting, and audiovisual arrangements, everything. Like I've already told you, networking spaces where you are having your lunches and your breakfast and your dinners. So these are basically your networking spaces where you're meeting and greeting people, and you're exchanging cards and numbers and emails and all. So this is what we call exceptional event experience. So if all these things are in your control, that logistics, like when people are reaching or they're leaving, where they are staying, if it's the food is good and there's good network opportunity and good networking spaces, and the overall ambience and atmosphere of that particular event is up to the mark, and according to the theme of the event, and of course the content for which the event is being held specifically, the content is good, then it does mean that you have a flawless execution in this case. So coming to overall impact and results, with the strategic planning and flawless execution culminated in a highly successful corporate conference. The event received overwhelming positive feedback from attendees, industry leaders, and stakeholders. So, some notable impacts and results include number one, record breaking attendance. So, the conference witnessed a significant increase in attendance compared to previous years. It was being, it's an annual thing. The strategic planning, personalized communication, and engaging content attracted a diverse range of participations, including industry professionals, decision maker, and thought leaders. Number two, networking opportunities. The event provided ample networking opportunities, fostering meaningful connections and collaborations among attendees. The interactive technology implemented facilitated seamless networking, allowing participants to exchange contacts, share insights, and forge valuable partnerships. So, networking opportunities. Number one, attendance obviously was record breaking. and enough and ample networking opportunities were there. So these are, impacts, or what should I say, the results of the conference. Then knowledge sharing and learning. Obviously, this is what the basic, you know, reason why we are having such kind of an event. So the curated content featuring renowned speakers and experts delivered valuable insights and knowledge to the attendees. The interactive sessions, real-time Q&A, and personalized recommendations ensured that participants gained actionable takeaway and expanded their professional networks. Brand visibility and recognition. Again, the successful execution of the event elevated the brand visibility and recognition of both the organizing team and the participating organizations. The organizing team, this is, a very important, that their visibility is enhanced. So if the event is a success, then obviously they are being watched. There were like hundreds of participants, attendees, people from like different industries and different domains of work culture. They were there and they were witnessing your flawless execution. So, so you had given, your brand full visibility. The conference served as a platform to showcase their expertise, innovation, and commitment to industry excellence. That if it's about conference, if it is about this particular industry, then we are the best. That's kind of an example that you are giving. And positive media coverage, obviously, this impactful event, it garnered extensive media coverage, both in print and digital platforms. The coverage highlighted the success of the conference, the quality of the content, and the innovative approaches adopted. This further enhanced the brand reputation and positioned the organizers as industry leaders. Okay, so when you have this kind of positive media coverage, so you gradually move towards becoming the industry leaders. So it's as I told you, it's very important to have this, a successful event, a successfully conducted event, in order to make your image as industry leader in organizing events. And like say, we are the best in this kind of events. So if you want to have conferences, we are there and we are the best in the industry. So this was one of the results of this particular event. Let us talk about sustainable practices. So the integration of sustainability initiatives showcase the commitment of the event management team and participating organizations to environmental responsibility. This resonated with the attendees and stakeholders, positioning them as a responsible corporate citizen. So kind of, they enter into this corporate governance thing, right? Or rather, I should say corporate social responsibility, CSR. So they kind of have gone into this area of CSR by integrating sustainability initiatives. So everybody, all the stakeholders and the attendees, they were happy with the sustainable practices of the event management team. Now, post-event feedback and evaluation, let us talk about it. So the event management team actively sought feedback from attendees to gauge their satisfaction levels and identify areas for improvement. The feedback received was overwhelmingly positive, with participants praising the seamless organization, engaging content, and networking opportunities provided. So I'll go back again to the very first slide. So we had introduced, okay, we had given a basic introduction. Then we had done the case background, that it's about a high profile corporate conference held in cities of Delhi, Noida and Gurgaon, and then what kind of strategic planning the event management team has done. After that, how they have defined the objectives and worked according to those objectives only. This is what we are working for. And for those objectives, they have allocated budget, that where to, spend how much money. After that, they entered into collaborative partnerships with vendors, suppliers, and service providers. Then they had gone for some innovative solutions for this particular conference, for this particular event, like interactive technology, personalization, sustainability initiatives. We have talked about this in the last. And there was flawless execution because there was efficient logistics, the content was very engaging, and the overall experience of the event, it was exceptional. Food is very important, remember. So, talking about the overall impact and results of, so there was record breaking attendance, and one of the objectives was to have networking opportunities. So, yes, there were ample networking opportunities and knowledge sharing and learning, which was the main motto of, organizing a conferences. That was done. Then their brand, they got enough visibility and recognition, and obviously they have some positive media coverage, which kind of made them the industry leader in this particular area. And as I told you, we had talked about the sustainability practices which they have adopted and they have showcased, which kind of positions them, as someone who are responsible corporate citizens of the country. And the team was very active, as we have discussed this in previous videos, that getting the feedback and evaluation is a part of it. You are not supposed to just sit and wait for some time. Okay, now we are going to have a feedback and evaluation. No, it's then and there. It's being done then and there. So the team was actively seeking feedback from attendees, and they even identified the areas for improvement. So whenever, like next year, they are for whatever next event they are going, they can improve on those areas, and the feedback was very positive. So to conclude, this event management case study highlights the critical role of strategic planning and flawless execution in achieving success. Through meticulous research, innovative solutions, and seamless coordination, the organizing team was able to overcome challenges and deliver a highly successful corporate conference. The event garnered positive feedback, increased attendance, facilitated networking opportunities, and enhanced brand visibility. So, by going through this case study, event management professionals can gain valuable insights and inspiration to elevate their own event planning and execution state. So, this is the reference for this particular case study. And with this, I'll take your leave. Thank you for listening, and we'll meet in another video. Have a nice day.